There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason. I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve. I'm Dark Matt Steve. Welcome to the program tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about the false flag event that took place over the weekend. Sorry, guys. I always have the temptation to start talking like Alex Jones because I use the lit sample as my intro. Welcome to the stream. This is not InfoWars. This is not Alex Jones. It's Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve. I'm Dark Matt Steve. Welcome. Get on in here, lovers. Tonight we're doing a little update. So you guys know, some of you may know, I did stream last night. Or no. Yeah, it was Saturday. It was Saturday night. I streamed because we heard about what happened and there was already like these weird clips and stuff going around. Guys, we didn't even scratch the surface. We didn't even scratch the surface discussing the weird shit that happened that night. And I was texting Maddie P on Sunday. I almost went live yesterday because I was hot on a trail yesterday. Pretty much the rest of the internet's figured it out. I should have went live just so I could like, have on record that I was actively figuring this out on my own. But yeah, guys, weird stuff to talk about tonight. The White House correspondents' dinner that was abruptly ended by a crazy person apparently running through. The footage of it is suspect. the way that things converged and synced up, and stuff. There's so much to talk about. And then the bizarre account that was found on Twitter that's connected to this Cole Allen guy. Well, I guess we'll look into it, guys. So this person, some account tweeted about Cole Allen 2 years ago, something like that, 2 years ago. And on their page, it's like their profile is Pepe the Frog wearing a fucking suit, like a tuxedo with a bow tie, drinking a martini. And the fucking head, what's the term they use for it? The headliner picture, you know, at the top of your actual profile, not your profile picture, like the picture of you, but the banner thing at the top of your profile. That is this weird picture that's taken from a time machine fucking website thing, guys. It's so weird, and that picture matches up with the picture of Trump with the fight, and the flag behind him. And there's so much that we got to get to tonight. It is insane. It's insane. I almost went live last night again. That would have been a full week of streaming every night, which is not good for your mental health. Don't try it, guys. Okay. So anyway, that's the subject matter for tonight. Time travel, the White House correspondent dinner, and Cole Allen, the bizarre theory you need to see. We got a lot to touch on and not a lot of time. Let me get to the chat. Where are we at tonight? Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Double up on the horse pace. Get up in here. Let's get wild. Wherever you're at, get in the chat, lovers. I got you all in one spot here. First thing I see, Anna's Cube. Yeah, it's Anna's Cube Club click. I'm just supporting a little Anna Hummel right now. You know, whatever. No big deal. It's just a Anna Cube shirt. Let me get to the top of the chat here. When I poked my head in, first thing I see is about my shirt. I almost sent her a picture. I gotta take a screenshot of the stream. Be like, hell yeah, bitch, we representing tonight. One of the Jewish people I support. One of the many Jewish people I support. One of the countless. I mean, I lose count. There's so many. Kenny Powers in here. Thank God I got a mod lover in here. Oh, let me get you guys up on the page. Hold on, here we go. Pladow. Erwin Fletcher's up in here. What's up, lovers? Welcome, welcome. Thank God I got a mod in here. Kenny Powers, love you, sir. Good to see you. Maddie P's up in here. It was good chatting with you, dude. What's up, Maddie? Got Maddie up in here. Bob Cook's up in here. The Coke can cannabis cookie cook himself. What's up, sir? Good to see you, Bob Cook. K-Zog. Katie Zog. What the fuck is going on? Great question. It is a good question. Dude, this, guys, we actually lock in. Once we get through the chat, lock in because we're going to touch on a bunch of different stuff. I saved a bunch of different videos and stuff, and I've barely had time to look at it myself. So we're going to have to try to figure this out together. Scott Starboard's up in here telling people to thumb the thumbing button, the thumbing. Thank you, sir. Thank God we got another mod up in here. Thumbed. I felt like I got penetrated. Let's see. Scrolling. Michael Earl's up in here. What's up, bro? Promo's in here. Got another mod. The newest mod. White Ice Tea's up in here. English, please. English. Thank you. English or German? I'll accept German. What's up, lover? Let's get rid of this fucking retard banner. What show are we watching? What? Oh, damn it. Okay, here. I'm caught back up with the chat. Here we go. Yeah, Anna's Cube Club. Funny Faces up in here. What's up, Funny? Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, as you know, I refuse to sit here and ask people to hit the like button. In fact, I refuse to just even talk about hitting the like button. It's something I refuse to talk about. So I appreciate the mods taking the time to put that in the chat, because I'm not going to sit here and talk about who should and shouldn't smash which buttons and when you should smash them. That's taking away from the content. I may as well play an ad or something right here, you know? So why even talk about it? I'm not going to waste your time even mentioning the like button with my words. So that's why I appreciate Maddie putting this in here. Thank you. Let's move along. Yeah, guys, my Blitz shirt, I wore my Blitz shirt like a week ago or something. It's still in my dirty clothes. I got to wash my black shirts. But I like the Blitz shirt a lot, honestly, with the I don't remember what rifle's on it. I was going to say AR. I imagine that's what it is. I have no idea. Might not be an AR. Dave Crenshaw over on the Facebook. What's up, lover? Saul's up in here. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Knives is in here too. What's up? Dumas how do you pronounce the F word? Dumas Feucht? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Guys, I took German in high school. You know what happened? I cheated through the first year of German class, just straight up cheated. And barely learned anything. But then I was like, you know what? I do actually, I started to try to learn a little bit and try to catch up. And the next, you're supposed to do, I forget, 2 or 3 years of a foreign language for the high school I went to. And in the middle of it all, they took German out. And then they didn't make us like continue to take another foreign language. The kids that were learning German, they're like, we can't just make them switch up halfway through the year and fucking go to Spanish. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I didn't learn enough German. I listened to, you know what? I've learned actually some German listening to Rammstein. I'm not even kidding. That's so ridiculous, but I've learned more words listening to Rammstein than I did in class. Okay, so where should we get started? You guys remember this? This has brought some haters out of the woodwork. Do you guys remember? Let me get you over here. Speaking of wearing the Anna shirt today. How can this is on my Facebook. This came up as a memory. I guess the 27th was when we released this song. It's funny, Seth left about 2 years, like almost exactly 2 years after Anna left, right? Because this is 2 years ago. And you know me, it takes me like less than a week to do to get one of the parody songs into Bubba. It usually would take me like 2 days. I get it done. Anyway, here, let you guys remember this one about the stealing deal, which I hate to bring up a sore subject, but you know this is a funny song. So
let me play a parody. This is from Dark Match Steve.
Yeah, the new ones.
Oh man,
the first
Blitz did.
Listen to that. I want to point out too, in case you guys didn't notice. Seth, this was some of the thing. Look, I know sometimes Seth would be like annoyed by us, or I don't know if it was a personal thing or if he was just like over the parody songs, but I could tell Seth was kind of over us. And sometimes this would happen. I would notice it when Bubba would be like, we got a new parody song. Let's play a new parody. And Seth would fucking sigh. It was a sigh of discontent, you know, but then he ends up loving this song because it's about somebody getting in trouble and it's a person that he hates.
Something last year that put me in a position where stealing will get you fired. Stealing will get you fired. I had to get rid of him. I trusted, somebody to.
Look, Seth's got a smile on his face now. He's happy about it now. Picture and can I expand this? No, what is that?
much. Wow. With my money. And I just got my ass just handed to me.
You guys remember this song? I did the two. I did this one. The We Didn't Start the Fire, that deal. And then the 12 Days of Blitzmas. Promo code. This and the 12 Days of Blitzmas. Yes, dude. Everybody loved the Blitzmas deal. Pedro's up in here. What's up, Pedro? Welcome, welcome. We're actually, this came up as a memory on my Facebook, so we were just playing this today. And I actually, ironically, guys, this had nothing to do with this coming up on my Facebook. I wore this Anna shirt today. I wore the Anna Cube Club shirt, and then later saw that this came up on my memories on Facebook. The song I did about the whole thing.
Well into six figures.
NFTs, bitcoins, gold coins, tenderloins, boat seats, bed sheets, and a bag of super beats. Gift card from Walmart, lifts and other car parts, GoPros, camera mounts. I think I'm starting to lose count.
I don't know if embezzlement is tax deductible or not.
Seth likes it now.
Employee theft. I don't know.
A kit to test for herpes, syphilis and scurvy, HIV, monkeypox, COVID, and the flu. AR-15s, ammunition magazines donated to Zelensky and Netanyahu. Stealing will get you fired.
Wow.
He could not return because he had to learn that stealing will get you fired. Seth would be delighted if you got indicted. This was so good. This was so good, goddammit. Welcome home, meat shears, garden gnomes,
man.
bottles of copper tone, razors, pool supplies, goggles.
This is
He's got goggles to protect your eyes.
Oh, I know. This is
This
so...
is Seth's fleshlight right here.
It's so good.
Protect his eyes, socks that are ankle high, and a couple drones. Weight sets, Vegas beds, noise-proof headsets, invoices from the vet. Now the show.
Here's the bad thing about it is I think Blitz would think it was funny too.
I think you got to have Dark Match Steven for one of those
Who is in
Wednesdays.
debt? Anna got terminated. Holyoke is devastated. Seth feels so vindicated. He's no longer medicated. Stealing will get you fired. He could not return because he had to learn that stealing will get you fired. Seth would be delighted if you got indicted.
Oh man,
That's a home run.
That's the song of the year.
Song of the year. My, how times have changed, ladies and gentlemen. My, how they have changed. It's good to have memories. That's what's good, is being able to have the memories. Look back and be like, hot damn. I had Bubba's whole audience eating out of the palm of my hand until he told them to hate me. Oh, fuck. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Okay. How about that? How about that, guys? Good stuff. I had a bunch of haters up in the comments. People in the, well, it's mainly one guy, and then other people that are haters that are liking his comments. That's basically what I got up in the comments here. You go check that out. Guys, look at this. I'm ripped as hell today. I'm doing you all a favor and just not doing a shirtless stream every night, but I really should, because I'm getting there back into this kind of shape here. I mean, every time we wake up, I got to see you in no makeup. God dang, really? Hold on, let me full screen this for you. Lord have mercy, I'm ripped, guys. Today was chest day. K-Dog said, you stopped giving Bubba stuff. Well, I stopped giving him stuff because he stopped playing it. This is the thing. I don't know how often he mentions that or says whatever. Dude, he stopped playing our songs. I've said this multiple times on my stream. Bubba says that we quit. That's like if Bubba said, so-and-so, what was the last chick's name? What's one of the chicks he dated? Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca dumped me, guys. Oh, what happened, Bubba? She dumped you? yeah, you see, I stopped showing up anytime we had a date, and then she caught me banging 5 other chicks, and then I stopped answering her phone calls and stuff. But she broke up with me, guys. That's like how much sense it makes. That's how much sense it makes. He stops taking our songs. He stops playing them, but yet he tells his producer to tell us, thank you. Yeah, Bubba's going to play him. I gave him to Bubba, and he said he's going to play him. And then they just never did. That happened like at least 3, maybe 4 times last year or whenever the fuck it was. So I just I don't know why people say, oh, I stopped. You saw what happened the last time I sent one in. He said, oh, I'm not promoting Dark Match Steve. Well, what the fuck? Okay, that's what it is now. So, whatever, guys. No, I'm not sending him in anymore. Yeah, didn't know Steve. Yeah, I know. You guys don't know this because Bubba doesn't tell you, and he paints things a certain way. Bubba is the king of spinning things in his favor. And if you're a Bubba listener, if you're a supporter, I mean, you kind of assume that's you take it as gospel. I mean, I've been there, guys. I've done that. After a while, I learned that you go along with it, but know that there's a bigger picture and more to the story. See, that's what happens. Eventually, you realize that, and you go, oh, I'll stay in line a little bit, but no, I see what's going on. I'm not retarded. Kanye didn't give up that easy. Give up at what? I didn't give up. I still do parody songs, dude. Speaking of Kanye, my Kanye parody song has 61K views on Twitter. Bubba never played it on his show. So how's that for giving up? Who gave up? Bubba gave up. All right, guys, we got to move past this. Let's just check this out. I'm ripped. I just wanted to show you guys that because, I mean, it's incredible, guys. How do I only have 3 likes on this? You know what it is? It's jealous ass hoes is what that is. Jealous ass hoes. You're big mad about it. Stay mad. Stay mad because I'm this hot and healthy. And I, whatever. Anyway. The haters are really pissed. Okay, guys, let's move along here. 3 sides to every story. There might be more. Any story that involves the BRN, there's about an infinite amount of sides to it. Bobzilla 13. Have they ever said on the show who is going to be making the trip to the new garage studio? I don't think Seth would have lasted long with that much commute time. Dude, I don't listen to the show. No, I have no idea no. I don't listen to the show anymore. I absolutely don't. I watched the day after Seth got fired or whatever. I watched to see what Bubba said about that, and we reviewed it on here. I don't watch that show. I could go off, but let's move along. We got a whole other topic for tonight. Let's move along. Yeah, I look cute. Thank you. Okay. So guys, let's take a look at this fucking theory. I gave you like a very slim rundown of it. So okay. Last night, let's take a look. I'll bring up my gram, I guess, just to take a look at not the picture of me flexing, even though we will see that here in a second. Sorry, guys. We're going to look at that again. God damn. I mean, look at Jesus, really? Holy hell. So posted this. We talked about this on Saturday. Let's take another look at this, guys. Oh, I forgot this is Instagram. It's going to completely, make it teeny tiny. So we can't see anything. Cool. So this is what we were watching. This is the version I posted. So this, as you know, right when the video starts, the gunshots that you hear start to go down. Okay, so did you notice what was going on there? Because I made a joke and I really wasn't paying attention last night. Brian from Philly's up in here. What's up, Brian? Welcome. Funny face. Thank you, sir. DMS the GOAT. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Hey, DMS, you and Minimod should work out together. You guys could spot each other. Bro, I probably couldn't spot him. I can't imagine how heavy he lifts. Guys, I'm really in like a repairing stage. I look ripped in the picture. I am in good shape, but I'm in like a repairing stage. My arm is still fucked up on my right side. And, you know, I've been really good with my workouts, but there's been other things. I've had to move fucking furniture and stupid shit that it's like I kind of have to do. And I'm like, all right, I'll you know, I gotta try to move this. So let's see if I can do it. And then I kind of overstress. That's happened a couple times. It's not good. But anyway, yeah, I've been lifting light, except like today, chest day, I did pretty heavy, but it wasn't a lot of that put stress on this joint the way that I think it makes the injury worse. But anyway, yeah, I can't spot for much. So in this video, I made jokes about, they're showing Trump a video of, it's an AI generated video of cats or something. You know, we were fucking around, but this was happening right there in that beginning. I didn't realize who that was last night. And I think Johnny Z was up in here and actually mentioned, because I think Maddie, right? I think Maddie told me that Johnny Z or somebody mentioned it in the chat that was Oz Perlman. Is that how you pronounce his name, right? Oz Perlman. But yeah, I was messaging Maddie P about this on Sunday morning. I was like, dude, I cannot believe this. Like I completely fucked up. I streamed about it too early and I was just trying to like look at all the stuff breaking and cover something that was breaking news. I thought that'd be cool. Meanwhile, I should have like waited and just gotten all the a little bit of the facts straight or started down the rabbit hole with this because it's so much crazier than we thought. So this guy that's on this stage right now, I don't think people really realize what happened with this. This is Oz Perlman, who is a mentalist / magician / whatever the fuck you want to call him. Let me pull this up. Hold on a second. So this guy is from another famous clip. Let me pull this up here. So this guy, Oz Perlman, went somewhat viral, especially in certain communities, with this clip from Joe Rogan's podcast. You guys remember seeing this? It's ad.
How long you been married?
So this is the same guy. This is the guy that is doing a fucking magic trick thing for Trump right there. This guy went on Rogan's podcast, and this clip went viral because a lot of people shared this discussing what's happening in this clip right now. And some people took this as like a veiled threat. Okay? Because this guy is a dual citizen. You guys know what I mean by that. There's only one country that you can be a dual citizen of, including the United States, that causes a bunch of, concern. Okay? This guy is a dual citizen, all right? And he comes all the way onto Joe Rogan's podcast and tells him, this. I'll let you watch it if you haven't watched it. This is it.
16 years.
Okay, nailed that question. Well played.
Thank you.
You got your sister's happy, your wife's happy. If I asked you, would your wife know your social security number?
No.
She doesn't know it.
No.
So is there any way in the world I can know your social security number?
I don't think so.
Right, you say I'm a stalker. Who knows?
Yeah, you
also,
could get the information.
maybe
online.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical. You're skeptical.
Especially someone famous.
Yeah, fully. Plus, you can't change that, so I'm not gonna do that to you.
Data dumps. Yeah.
If I told you right now to make up a random number, I said, get out your calculator. I'd love that. And you add it up and you do a random number. I'm screw calculator. I want it to be spontaneous. Would your wife know your ATM pin code? No.
No.
Lie to me. Do not tell me your real ATM pin code.
Dude, this is so fucking weird. So, spoiler alert, he guesses, it appears he guesses the fucking pin code. Let's get through it. We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
Obviously, unless you want to. Make up a fake 4-digit number off the top of your head, what feels to you utterly spontaneous. When I say go, 1, 2, 3, 4-digit code, random, go.
Okay.
Say it.
2020.
2020, okay. So you ask me, how do I do what I do? I'm going to write down 2020.
Okay.
It's weird, but statistically, men will lie bigger, women smaller. Men like to lie by saying things are bigger, right? No shocker.
Okay.
So I don't think...
Dude, this is, it's so funny, guys, because especially after what happened at the dinner, I don't fucking trust this guy at all. I think that he knew that number beforehand. Dude, exactly. This is what I was just going to say. I didn't want to interrupt this too much, but I feel like it's worth discussing what we're looking at here. He went to guess Joe's social security number. And then when Joe sort of poo-pooed it and said, well, if you guess that, it wouldn't be that crazy because you can find that on the internet and whatever, especially with famous people. You can't change your social, da-da-da. This motherfucker, this guy has Joe's social for sure. He was about to tell Joe his own social security number. And Joe said, that wouldn't be that impressive. And the guy went, oh, okay. Well, I know your PIN code too, so let's pretend to figure that one out right in front of you. Dude, let's walk through, let him explain how he claims that he guessed what Joe's PIN number is. And then let's talk about how it's complete bullshit because this, if I remember what happens here, it doesn't even make sense.
I would tell you right off the jump for me that means that your first number, you don't have to say anything yet. I wrote 2020 is smaller. That's what most people do when they're rushed. If I had given you 5 minutes, you would have done this different.
No, I wouldn't have.
No, you would have.
Why would I have?
Because you would have thought about it and then people go down a different path.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay, worked out for me either way. You'll be honest if I'm right.
Okay.
I got a hit, which means it's a 0 or 1. I think the first number of your code's a 1, isn't it? Your real PIN code.
My ATM
PIN code.
Why would I tell you that on the air?
Should I only show this to you?
Sure.
Only show it to you?
Yeah.
Can we acquiesce that the first number I got was correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you did repetition. So yeah, I like the fact when people always say to me it's fake when they watch the videos, they're like, you must have set up. Joe doesn't even want this to happen right now. He had no idea this was going to happen. You used 2 numbers in repeats. What that means is you probably did the same thing. You also didn't use any of the same numbers. I know there's not a 2, a 0, or 2 in it. I don't think so either.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching you while I say it. You put the hand up. You might as well have said yes to me out loud. So now I know. Think of the second number, third number, fourth number. Every time you did it, it's a data point.
Okay.
I'm only going to ask you one more question. I'm not looking for answers. The last number is the biggest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm showing this to you. Is there a camera behind me? I want to make sure. I'm going to show it to you. It's not 2020. How did I do, Joe? Is that your ATM PIN code?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. It reflected off the TV. Oh, you can't see shit. You can't see it.
That's weird. I'm skeptical because I've got that PIN code in the mail.
He's calling his bank right now and be like, Joe, do you know this? Has this guy been playing the long game?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, you don't like it, Joe, huh? Bro, yes, dude, there's no way this motherfucker does not have Joe's social. 1438, that's Joe's ATM. Well, it was. I don't think he kept the same one. I think he changed it by now. I don't know what he's done by now. He's probably moved all of his fucking money out of that bank. Dude, this is so guys, that is the guy. This guy did this stunt on Rogan's podcast, and a bunch of the, I would say, Zio skeptics, the people who are not Zionists and are concerned about certain countries' relationship with ours, were sharing this clip, very concerned that this was like a veiled threat to Joe. this guy, hold on a second. Well, let's look him up. Oz Perlman. Let's see, guys. Let's get it over to the wiki. Check that early life section. Oz Perlman, also known as Oz the Mentalist, an Israeli-American mentalist. How about that? Okay, guys. So that's all we needed to read. Anyway, let's get out of there. So, so there's that. Yeah, concerning. So this is the guy that's on stage with Donald Trump in this. Guys, do you think with that stupid fucking look he had on his face when he guessed Joe's PIN code, but actually knew it beforehand for sure, that same stupid look he had on his face when he pulled out the answer to the question for Donald Trump on stage that night, and it just happened, he just happened to do the reveal of this trick right as the attacker was busting through security. Okay. If you think so, let's go over. Let's hear Donald Trump. This was from 60 Minutes today. Or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I think I got a timestamp here. Hold on a second. Let me check. I think I did. They start to talk about what happened.
State.
Let me check real quick. Plateau. About 5 minutes. Okay. Let's go like 3.
What they are, just think of what they are for the country. For instance, I inherited the worst border we've ever had in the history of our country, where 25 million people came in, 25 million people at least. And many of them were from hardcore criminals, and they were drug dealers, and they were from prisons. They emptied out prisons into our country. They emptied out.
Are you okay, Truth? Welcome. I'm sorry you don't feel good. Damn, Truthy, are you all right?
Mental institutions, insane asylums into our country. And I don't know if that's controversial.
So I remember she asked him about, why do you think people want to try to take you out? And he said, well, because I do significant things and I change things. And when you're someone who's like a mover, shaker, basically, you're someone that actually has an effect on the world, and people either really like it or really hate it, and they want to do something. And she was like, oh, is it not because you do controversial things? It's not that just that you're changing things. It's that the things you're changing, you're doing controversial stuff. And he's like pushing back on that and saying, oh, the other side's controversial. They're the trannies.
To say we have to move those people out, but we haven't. But it is from the standpoint, you're doing something, and you're doing something that's good. Things like men playing in women's sports, I'm against that. Things like transgender for everyone, I'm against that. There's so many things that I'm against. I don't think they're controversial.
Transgender for everyone. That's the Democrat I think Kamala Harris ran on that, right?
The other side is controversial, but I do a lot of things and I get things done. And, we're respected now as a country all over the world. And some people love that, but some people probably don't.
Mr. President, I'm sure you've now had the opportunity to see some of the pictures of what happened last night, and I want to walk through that.
Sure.
It was just around 8:30 p.m. You were sitting there next to the First Lady. The entertainer named Oz Perlman is talking to you. He's known as the Mentalist.
Oz Perlman. That's how you pronounce that? Am I a crackhead? What?
When did you know something was wrong?
Right around that point. In fact, you can see the expression on the First Lady's face, and your president of the evening, chairman or president or both, who was doing a great job, by the way.
Weeder Jang,
your
CBS
associate,
News.
yeah, she was a terrific person. And she was, she had this big smile. I mean, they were, what they were talking about. They were asking the name of Caroline's child that he didn't know, I guess. But
Your
he was
press
able to-
secretary is expecting, and he was trying to guess the baby's name.
That's right. And that was the question.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That's the mentalist trick that Oz Perlman was doing for Trump and the First Lady, trying to guess the new baby's name or whatever. And then he pulled the little piece of paper with the name written down out of some shit, clearly knew it ahead of time.
That was what he was actually able to get it. I'm not sure I'm a believer in this, but he was able to get it. And the First Lady and your associate were amazed. You could see and that
Shock
was
on their faces.
It wasn't the shock about something outside, but right after that, we heard a big bang, and it was either a gunshot or it was a tray of dishes, which happens a lot in ballrooms. And I was hoping it was a tray, but it wasn't.
You mentioned the First Lady. Her face, she looked very alarmed. Was she scared?
Well, I don't want to say, and people don't like having it said that they were scared, but certainly, I mean, who wouldn't be when you have a situation like that? By that time, I think she realized ahead of time that that was more of a bullet than it was a train. And she was, I looked at her face just a little while ago before I came. I saw the scene. They played it for me in pretty good close up. And she looked very upset.
Guys, I'm telling you, stick around because this gets fucking nuts, guys. I swear, I promise you, this is not clickbait. This gets really, really weird. I'm just trying to lay out the scaffolding for this so we all kind of know what's being said to have happened and what did happen and what we can see happen and the weirdness that ensues after.
What just took place, yeah. Why not?
You see the security moving quickly, within seconds, grabbing the vice president by his coat, lifting him up, bringing him out.
They grabbed JD Vance. They grabbed JD Vance first, and he got out of there like a good 15 to 30 seconds before Trump ever even figured out what was going on.
Then the counter assault comes in. Took 10 seconds for them to flank you, Mr. President, and then 20 seconds to get you out. It looked chaotic. At one point, you were down. What was happening?
Dude, exactly. What the hell?
Well, what happened is it was a little bit me. I wanted to see what was happening, and I wasn't making it that easy for him. I wanted to see.
Junior Coltrane's up in here. What's up, Junior Coltrane? Total zombies. Democrats always have to get vile and nasty because they're full of darkness. Oh boy, good to see you. Good stuff.
What was going on? And by that time, we started to realize maybe it was a bad problem, different kind of a problem, bad one, and different than what would be normal noise from a ballroom, which you hear all the time. And
whether you're a pro or want pro quality, Harbor Freight understands your job depends.
I was surrounded by great people, and I probably made them act a little bit more slowly. I said, wait a minute, let me see, wait a minute. So, I'm telling guys.
Just at that moment where it looks like you go sort of down with this,
Well,
you were telling them to wait.
Well, I know what happened is then I started walking with him. I started walking, and then said, please go down on the floor. So I went down, and First Lady went down also, but we were asked to go down by the agents as I was walking. In other words,
He's saying this because everybody's talking about that he fell down. That's funny.
Wanted you almost to crawl.
I was standing up, pretty much. I was standing up and then turned around the opposite direction and started pretty much walking out, pretty tall, a little bent over because I'm not looking to be standing too tall. And, but I was walking out, it was about halfway there. And they said, please go down to the floor, please go down to the floor. So I dropped to the floor, so did the First Lady.
What was your thought at that moment? What did the First Lady say?
Well, my thought was, I've been through this before a couple of times, and she has not to this extent. She handled it great. I mean, she's very strong, smart. She got it. She knew what was happening. She listened. I did too, by the way.
This was the first time
when they said drop down, that meant trouble. And obviously I'm the president, and I listened to what they said. Please drop down, sir, please drop down. So I was walking halfway, and then I dropped down at the final because we had a little ways to go where you're exposed to the ballroom surroundings. And then I got up and we went to the hold room for a while, and I tried to get them to continue the event if possible.
You wanted to go back in?
I did, I really did, because I don't like to have a criminal or a sick person or somebody, whoever he is, you'll figure it out. I mean, I think we're already figuring out he's a man with a lot of problems. But you don't want to have somebody like this, essentially attacking our Constitution, attacking our country, changing events that are, it's an important event. It was a
night celebrating the First Amendment and the freedom of the press.
That's right, exactly. And this was a record setter. I mean, this was a very big, that dinner had some problems for the last 9 years, and I didn't help them. And this time I went, and I felt really good being there. There was a great camaraderie. I wasn't sure what the response. It was, a lot of press, a lot of media. And when I walked in, I got a very nice applause. I wasn't sure. I said, told my wife, I said, I may walk in and they may give me a hard time, or I may walk in, let's see what happens. And I walked in and got very nice, I think they were happy to see me there, actually. And I can tell you, there's the biggest impact that I saw in the entire evening was, and I say this being somebody that's had a lot of, let's say we've argued a little bit to get things that I want done. I fight for a border, and they fight for an open border, and we have a lot of differences.
You've got some tough words for the press in the back.
There was tremendous. By this time the event had taken place, people were starting to feel safe. There was tremendous camaraderie. I mean, I saw Democrats, I saw senators, I saw congressmen and women. I saw people that weren't necessarily on my side from the other party. Mostly, pretty much the Republicans are on my side, so I'm not that surprised. And they were going, way to go. There was spirit in that room. I mean, it was like the whole country was together. It was pretty amazing. It made a big impression. It was very nice to see.
Do you think this will change your relationship with the press?
Well, look, for whatever reason, we disagree on a lot of subjects. We talk about crime. I'm very strong on crime. It seems like the press isn't. It's not so much the press, it's the press plus the Democrats, because they're almost one and the same. It's like the craziest thing. I have the strongest border we've ever had in the country, where, as you know, it said 0 people for 9 months came into our country through our southern border. We have a very tough border. Before me, 25 million people came in. I mean, whether it's 20.
All right, so I just wanted to play through some of that. I was pulling up some of these other clips. So here we go, guys. Let's go over to this. So we remember seeing this. We're going to go to all the red flags here. It's going to gradually get a little bit weird and weirder and weirder. So there's this clip. We remember this. And funny that this MAGA Voice page, they posted this clip pointing out that Caroline Leavitt used the odd, choice of words during this interview right before everything went down.
Ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
I can't take credit. In true Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot of his own.
So, yeah, strange choice of words. Then we have this deal. Fox cuts the mic after this person that they're interviewing over the phone seems to hint that this was a pre-planned thing. Let's go over to this. Hold on a second. Hold on. So there's this. Holy shit, Fox News cut one of their reporters off as they seem to indicate the shooting was a pre-planned false flag. Check this out.
I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next.
So, guys, listen to what she just said. Listen to what she just said. Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, is the woman we just watched, who said had a weird, gave an oddly worded take and whatever. She's saying shots will be fired, bullets are gonna fly, whatever. She's saying that, which is like weird, but it's like it doesn't prove anything, but it's just incredibly very strange coincidence. Then this woman who they are talking to is a reporter saying that she is speaking to Caroline Leavitt's husband. Okay, so the woman we just watched, who some interpret that as having forehand knowledge of what was going to happen, her husband is talking to this reporter. Let's see what happens.
To me, and right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened, and then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV, you do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some.
Uh-oh, I wonder what happened, guys. The connection must have gotten lost.
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there. And this happens, by the way, especially when you have so many people.
We lost it, guys. We don't know where it went. We lost it.
Attempting to utilize the same cell service at the same time. I did want to add this while we had a moment. I was just reading.
I want to just quickly tell you.
So weird, guys, right? Isn't it just, it's a little bit weird. Again, this isn't proof. This isn't like the nail in the coffin, but it's just strange. Like, not only do we have the Caroline Leavitt clip where she uses the wording that is just oddly coincidental, seems to be foreshadowing. Then we have this reporter who claims she was talking to Caroline Leavitt's husband, who kind of gave her a little bit warning about, oh my God, like you should stay safe. There's, some stuff that might happen, and looks around the room, and then they cut her off. So weird. Then people start to go down the rabbit. This is where it's going to start getting absolutely bizarre. So this guy, Cole Allen, was on some fucking special on what channel was it? Hold on, because I got so many clips here, guys. Hold on. I think I've got one that shows here we go. This is someone that put the different videos together. So check this out. Let me get you over to this tab. Oh, This video was going around like crazy yesterday. So as you remember, Thomas Crooks appeared in a BlackRock commercial. We played that back in the day when that went down. Ryan Ruth was filmed by Newsweek in 2022 about his efforts to recruit mercenaries to fight in Ukraine. This is the other guy that did an attempt on Trump's life at like Mar-a-Lago or wherever, and I think it was in Florida, right? That's that guy. This is the Thomas Crooks deal. And this is Cole Allen. Featured in what? Cole Allen appeared at ABC News Report back in 2017. Noticing a pattern, guys? Every one of these fucking weirdos has been involved with some fucking press deal or they're featured in some weird shit.
College student Cole Allen developed a prototype for a wheelchair emergency brake.
The wheelchair brakes tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground. The idea with this is to prevent it from moving at all.
Recent Aging into the Future conference held by St. Barnabas Senior Services and the Eisner Foundation offered a test run on products that have the potential to enrich the lives of seniors. 14 different tech startups got to present to over 350 people in the hopes of getting their projects into some sort of senior health facilities. College student Cole.
So he was featured in that. Shit, let me get off of this. Let's go over to the.
My name is Brian DeLallo.
This is the BlackRock deal.
I teach AP and honors economics.
There's Thomas Crooks right here. The kid that they said took a shot at Trump and grazed his ear.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school.
There he is again. He's featured twice in this BlackRock video.
And gave as much as he could to help the community.
Tell me who you are and why.
And here's Trump's other secret admirer.
Are you here?
I'm 56 from the U.S., from North Carolina originally, so live in Hawaii now, so flew all the way from Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, you know, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, you know, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and take care of one another. And it's just a matter of, you know, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united so that we feed each other and make sure that, you know, we all move forward as one collective whole unit. So, you know, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and we enjoy the successes of other countries that are doing good.
Okay, so we get the gist of it there. So let me show you guys where it gets weird with this one Twitter page, okay? Does this guy lay out? Let me see here. Trying to find. Okay. This sort of lays it out here. Let's get over to this tab. Okay, this is where it's going to get weird, guys. Okay, time travel theory and the Trump assassination attempt for dummies. All right, so this is a lot to read through. We'll get through it real quick. I'll hit this bowl and we'll speed through this. Who in? Can I just get a general idea? Who in the chat is familiar with this theory, the time travel theory that's tied into all of this shit? Because I actually saw that Tim Pool. I saw a notification for it. I didn't see the video, but I saw something about Tim Pool having a video put out where he discusses this theory. Who is familiar with this? Anybody in the chat seen this time travel theory with this other Twitter account and all this? Junior Coltrane? I could have guessed. Junior Coltrane knows all. Barron is a time traveler. Yeah, but no, this is a different deal though than the like Barron Trump books. I mean, it ties into that. One could argue it sort of ties into all that stuff, but this is like saw it on X. Okay, so some of you guys have seen this. Okay, so yeah, this is making the rounds, and it's intriguing. I saw the picture. I have no idea what it means. So this picture, okay, we'll read through this, but basically, guys, what happened here? A basic conclusion is people were searching Cole Allen, who is the guy that supposedly tried to rush through security with a shotgun. Okay, I don't know, like. The manifesto, there's so many things that don't make sense with this. It's one of those things, guys, that is just so many red flags. It's weird. He put all this shit in the manifesto, supposedly, about how he's so sorry for people that might have been scared about what happened. I'm sorry if I scared other hotel guests or guests that were at the dinner and da-da-da-da. And then it said something about there's a fucking chomo that's running our country and I can't let that happen and this and that. So how is somebody who is clearly concerned about other people, they're concerned about innocent lives, and they are like worried about, if a baby was crying, that person is running in with a shotgun to assassinate somebody from across the room, by the way, it's like, it doesn't make sense to come in with a shotgun with buckshot to try to take out Trump. But the guy in the manifesto, it's not like one of the trans shooters that's like, this whole world needs to burn. I want to see all the children burn. It's not, this guy is like talking about how he feels bad if someone got scared by what happened. And we're supposed to think that he was coming in to take out the president with a shotgun and try to not hurt other people. I don't know. It's weird. But so with this Twitter page thing, basically what happened with this, I think, is like people looked up this Cole Allen guy. They looked up his name. And they found that some fucking Twitter account, Henry Martinez, okay, this is the profile picture, Henry Martinez, and people are saying it looks oddly like Trump sitting there with the fucking glasses. This is the fucking, this guy posted Cole Allen back in 2023, okay? And this is the fucking picture that's on his profile, apparently. Let me see if this profile's still up, actually. Hold on a second. Because, sometimes they take them down when there's something weird like this. Shit, hold on. No, it's still here. This is the account's still up. So this is the account right here, guys. No, we're not going to get verified. What the fuck? Why is so it looks like the tweet's gone, right? Oh no, this isn't the right page. They changed it. Hold on a second. Let me see here. Because it says they joined in 26 on that page that I went to. What's the numbers after the account? Hold on a second, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to find the numbers that go behind it, because I remember there was supposed to be a significant thing with the numbers too. Here, let's just go back to this. I'm not going to waste time trying to find the real account. They might have already gotten rid of it. Let's go back here to read through this. Okay, so time travel theory and the Trump assassination attempts for dummies. We're in the year 2026. Yesterday, a person named Cole Allen tried to assassinate the president of the United States, Donald Trump, inside the White House. 3. A Twitter account in 2023 wrote a single tweet under the name Cole Allen. That Twitter account belongs to Henry Martinez, a missing person. Martinez is a NASA. What the fuck? I didn't even know that. What the hell, guys? Okay. A NASA scientist, a thing that sends rockets into space, and also an airplane company that develops super secret military technology for the United States government. The background of Henry Martinez's account is a digital image from 2023 of a page called The Time Machine. Okay, so scroll down. It's an image from this. This is the image he took from. Okay. Time Machine Academics. If we de-digitalize that image, it's the photo from when they tried to take out Trump in 2024 and hit him in the ear. But instead of the shot in the ear, it has a hole in the middle of the head. Henry Martinez's profile picture that warns about Cole Allen is a green toad in a tuxedo and holding a glass just like Trump in yesterday's assassination attempt, which leads us to consider two possibilities. The first, that it's a big psyop operation to make average mass of people believe something. The more troubling note that the present is being modified from the future with messages in the past, which are not very complex clues right there in plain sight that can be identified once the events happen. That from the future, a group of scientists discover time travel. This is the other possibility. Possibly through a new dimension inside atoms, maybe related to proton accelerators. They can only send some kind of basic information and leave it in places and times that those sending the messages can't determine exactly. And then the other reality we live in doesn't belong to us, possibly since some big event like 2001, 2009 crisis, Trump's election, or the Iran war, which is why it seems so crazy. So, okay, this is the image here. Again, this is from the guy's page. It was on his profile. This is his actual profile picture. Here, let me pull up one of these pages or the post that actually shows it toggles back and forth on this image to show you how it switches from one to the other. Hold on a second. I think this one does it. Hold on. Let's go back here. Okay. So I am confused. I don't understand what they're actually doing. So at first I thought that they were just showing how the background picture actually like lines up with this photo, like it's supposed to be a weird, abstract version of this photo. That's what I thought. But this other post, hold on a second. The background of Henry Martinez's account is a digital image from a 2023 of a page called The Time Machine. If we de-digitalize that image, it's the photo from when they tried to. So that image is supposed to be on this website? That can't be right. Hold on a second. Here's another one. Let's go over to this one. I'm going to see if can't unsee this now. What the fuck, man? Okay, so here's the numbers. Let me try looking this up again now that we found a post with the actual. Let me verify if this is the same one. 79, 56, 18. Yeah, that's not. So someone made a fake one. Let me try and see if I can find the actual account, if it's still up. Henry Ma. Okay. $79.56. There's a bunch of fakes, damn it. So 93. Okay, yeah, I found it. Yeah, it still only has this one tweet on here. Yeah, it's still up here, guys, but it's Twitter knows you're trying to get to it. And it's funny because all the other Henry Martinez fake pages, they hardly have any fucking followers. And this one has 25,000. And Twitter's like, who are you looking for? We have no idea. It's so weird. You might want to try typing out the whole goddamn profile name. You got to be authentic. Drop the whole social security number in the chat. If you don't put your social security number in my chat, you're just a pussy. All right, let me pull up one of these videos. This guy, let me see if he adds anything to this. We're going to hop over to the Gram because I don't remember if there's something here that I know there's something that I'm missing. Here we go.
Has to be one of the most crazy coincidences I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've done some research and still have no explanation for how this is possible. This account was made in 2023, and the only thing it's posted is Cole Allen, which is the exact name of the guy who tried to shoot up the White House Correspondents' Dinner last night. And this is his banner. As you can tell, it's from a website called Time Machine, but it gets even crazier. Watch what happens when you overlay Trump's infamous Butler, Pennsylvania assassination attempt picture with this account's banner. As you can see, they line up absolutely perfectly. And this isn't a fake or edited image either. It's the exact banner. On top of all of that, the account was connected via web and has no location available. My first thought was that some hackers just messing with everybody and changed the date of this post. But doing that would require deep direct access to X's core servers and database records, which is nearly impossible. This is unlikely even in the most extreme cases, like the 2020 Twitter security incident. Hackers gained access to tools that allowed them to take over accounts and post new content, but they did not include features to retroactively change a post creation date in the database. So what do you think? Is all of this just a coincidence? Is Elon Musk messing with us, or is something deeper going on? This has to be one of the most crazy.
Okay, so he added nothing to that. Thank you. We already went over all that. Thank you, sir. So this is interesting too. This was posted on dude, okay. So we went over, Trump posted that security footage that was super, super grainy. I told you guys, something was up with that footage. Now people have reposted it, and there's AI slop that is going around, guys. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. No, damn you, Twitter. Where did he post this video? Well, here's them looking at it. Dude, look at this. Okay, so people are sharing this. Let's go. We're going to find Trump's original post with the security footage. People are sharing this fucking AI enhanced shit. Look at what is happening with this footage. You guys on this tab too? Let me go down here. Block this fucking retard in the bottom corner. Retard on retard violence. Here we go.
What's going on here, Ren? Like how egregious is it? You're right. They're taking down all the security measures while the president is sitting there with the first lady.
They are doors away
from the president, right? And the only reason the doors are closed is for noise. And by the way, as we know, any of the dignitaries, any of the people there going to the bathroom are in that exact same hallway, obviously, like we know, we've heard that story. But you can see these guys think the show is over.
Dude, look at what's going on here. Do you see the guy running in and it looks like he's got a protest poster and it just disappears? This is AI. Number one, guys, look, I don't know why they're doing this, but it says CapCut AI right here on the goddamn video. There's a watermark. Why, Benny Johnson, are you just retarded, or is there an explanation why we are breaking down an AI altered video? Has to be AI. It is. Look, it says CapCut AI. This is so weird. But beyond that, even if it didn't have that, this isn't the video we watched on Saturday, guys. The one Trump posted was super, super grainy. This is like edited to be more clear. I'll pull up Trump's. I'll try to find it in a minute. But look what happens here.
Right? This is a culture problem. It's a tactical.
Look at this. Look at these white boxes that keep popping up.
Problem. The other thing I want to highlight is I do believe.
See? Look what's going on in all this. Watch when the guy runs in there. He's holding a white box.
Unfortunately, there's probably friendly fire, which
see, look at that. And then it disappears. Watch back here. There's all this. Can you guys see my mouse, right? Watch back here. There's all this stuff going on back here with some AI. Watch.
What's going on here, Ren? Like,
see the boxes appearing?
Like, how egregious is it? You're right. They're taking down all the security measures while the president is sitting there with the first lady.
They are.
Watch when it starts over. This is the beginning. This is the guy walking in. When I first saw this, I was like, what? He had some kind of protest sign. Where did it go? No, it's just AI. It disappears into his face. Keep watching. Look, watch when he runs in. This white piece of paper, this giant poster board he has, just disappears.
Doors away from the president.
It looked like it went into his hand, then it's here, but then the boxes just start popping up on random people.
Right? And the only reason the doors are closed is for noise. And by the way, as we know,
Look at the boxes back. What's going on?
The dignitaries, any of the people there going to the bathroom are in that exact same hallway.
And it disappears. As soon as he walks past here, it disappears.
Any of the dignitaries, any of the people.
Watch this officer back here holding the protest sign that the shooter had. Now he's going to walk, and then when he walks through here, it disappears.
They're going to the bathroom or in that.
Here we go. Disappearing sign.
Exact same hallway.
Oh, look at that.
Obviously.
Yes. Looks like Oz Perlman wasn't the only magician there that night. Looks like all these guys are magicians.
We know. We've heard that story. Yes. But you can see these guys think the show is over, right? This is a culture problem. It's a tactical problem. The other thing I want to highlight is I do believe, unfortunately, there's probably friendly fire, which often gets.
Let me see if I can find the original, guys. Hold on a second. Okay, I found it. So let's go over to this tab. This is the original. This is what Trump posted on his Truth. Why is this grainy, guys? Again, this is all kind of fucking weird. This is all weird. I told you guys there's something sketchy about this. Now every version that you see people playing is AI slop. What is even happening?
Yeah, that's the handle. So 40 just went by. It looked like he checked it twice.
Lieutenant Hudson, you monitoring this area?
Here it comes up.
Go for a
Shall I post it as soon as he passed down Max?
18. Go for
Guys, how did AI just randomly start putting protest signs in that video? Like, I really don't know what's going on. Old flip phone cameras, better quality. Dude, that makes no sense. Even you'd have better quality recording a recording of a recording of a recording of a Ring camera video is better quality than this. You could 3-4 times over record on your phone a screen in front of you. You could do that 4 times of a Ring doorbell camera video, and it would be better quality than this. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, this is like unbelievably purposely grainy. Junior said, Steve, maybe it's not a sign. Maybe it's something used to block out the dude's gun for future court cases and evidence preservation. But why does it keep popping up on the other officers? The boxes kept popping up on other people too. He walks backwards like an AI bot. Hold on, let me get back over on this. Hold on. Platow, splatow.
Can happen in these AI situations. The training is not good.
That guy that was like here,
right? And I want to actually point to the 3 gentlemen, the 3 officers against the wall. If you stop at the very beginning or start the video at the very beginning,
Here we go.
The guy in the middle, let's see those three arrows down. Watch that guy in the middle. He drops very quickly, and it looks like, I believe potentially he may have been shot by the guy whose back is towards us, shooting at the subject as he's running towards them. He drops like a bag of potatoes, and people are saying, oh no, he shoots the other person, another agent to his right. But if you go back and watch that slowly, you'll see him, and they have to drag him away. He cannot walk. So regardless, if you see or watch that guy in the middle, he drops, boom, and then he cannot walk. They have to go back and pull him along. Look, see that? Like there's something wrong with that guy.
Wow.
Right? And I don't know if he's the one that may have been shot. And thankfully, by the way, we know that.
Dude, what the fuck? This is that's the weird thing, is that it's not just like it's a box that just disappears like it's an error. It's like the AI is trying to show you something that'll make sense to you. So it's like, oh, it's a piece of paper, and he kind of puts it down.
I don't know if he's the one that may have been.
Look, at the beginning of this part where he starts running, it looks like just a random white box that's like an artifact of the video. Glare or something. But then it literally turns into a piece of paper that crumbles up and disappears into his face, and then looks like it shows up in his hand too. Let me slow this down.
I don't know if he's the one that may have been.
Look at this. At the very beginning, the first 2 frames, it looks like a random just glare.
And I don't know if he's the one that.
Watch. Right here, it looks like a random glare, but it almost looks like it's a sign with something written on it. Look. It looks like there's dark spots on it, like there's words.
It may have been.
Then it turns to the side. It looks like right now, it looks like he's holding it with his teeth and running.
May have been shot.
Then it looks like he grabs it from his face, and it's here, but it got half the size and crumpled up on its own.
And thankfully.
And then now it folded up to the size of a letter. A small postcard.
By the way, we know that
I don't understand why these idiots are even watching this video. Icy's up in here. What's up, bro? Video game activated. Bro, this is such bullshit. Junior, that's a good question too. I don't understand. Let me see if I can find someone posted a video that was they were discussing security when they went there, saying that something was off. Oh, here we go. I actually just found it. Okay. This is someone else who claimed to have, it says, me and my best friend and I went to the White House correspondent dinner, and we ended up leaving early because something felt off. It started the second we got there. Every event we've ever been to, especially at this level, there are layers of security, bags checked, IDs checked, actual process. This time, nothing. We were just asked if we had tickets, said yes, and got waved through. No bag check, no, let me mute that. No bag check, no real screening, no line, just thousands of people packed together, being pushed through the doors as fast as possible. It felt wrong immediately, like viscerally wrong. My best friend literally turns to me and says, I think something's going to happen. And then it did. This cannot happen. Not here, not at something like this. Praying for everyone, but there needs to be accountability because this should never happen again. Dude, what is the deal with the security? How do they let a fucking crazy person just run through with supposedly with a shotgun and multiple pistols? What? Okay, let me pull this up. We went over all this stuff. All right, guys. So yeah, Trump's a time traveler, basically. No, so a lot of people pointed out that one, what seems to be like a controlled messaging or something that's been going around is people justifying the construction of the ballroom or the reconstruction of the ballroom at the White House. And do I think that Trump would fake a whole assassination attempt just so that people will agree with him for rebuilding the ballroom? It's definitely possible. Forrest Gump was pretty fast. DEI, Secret Service fails every time. There were pictures of some of the Secret Service agents from that night, and people are comparing them, and it looks like one of the same lesbian chicks that couldn't unholster her gun. Apparently, one of them looked a lot like her. So she's back on the job. Fat Pig's up in here. What's up, Piggy? Getting ready to put you on YouTube. I want to watch it on TV. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I got to get out of here in a minute. Wild, guys. Dude, it's fucking weird, man. And you know, this is just adding to the whole vibe of pure confusion. She's the shortly woman in that. You saw the picture? Yeah. Dude, just what are the chances, though? This is one of the things you have to think about. What are the chances? Serious question. What is more likely? What is more likely that some random person on Twitter just happened to make a random Twitter account with the name of a scientist who's involved with like propulsion and NASA and all that weird stuff, anti-gravity, and which in turn is related to time travel. What are the chances that a random person just has that name on a Twitter account, makes the Twitter account 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it is, then puts the only tweet they put on there is the name of the person who will eventually, years later, go attack or try to attack President Trump. And their profile picture is Pepe the Frog in a tuxedo, which people already associate with Trump. And the picture on their profile for the header is a digital, like, data moshing, fucking abstract version of the famous picture from Butler, Pennsylvania, after Trump got supposedly, allegedly shot in the ear, which I don't believe either. So what are the chances that all of that is just super random, just like happens to be on Twitter years ago and people just find it now? Or there's something like weirder going on, and this was like either planned a long time ago, or there's some weirder shit that involves time travel. I don't know about the very last part, but I just it looks weird, guys, and it looks like the vibes, again, guys, we do have to go off vibes, and a lot of people talk shit about you go off vibes, I go off facts. Like, no one has any facts, guys, okay? Just, we got to go with the vibes, all right? The Oz Perlman vibes, the fact that he is showing he's finishing doing the reveal of the trick, the final part of his trick right when this happens. And he's a dual citizen who actually seemed to make veiled threats towards Joe Rogan regarding his goddamn PIN number and social security number, which he definitely already had. The vibes are so off. It seems like a weird, if you could consider what happened with Joe and how he sat there and was like, Perlman was like, oh, what if I could guess your social security number? Wouldn't that be crazy? Joe's like, well, I don't know. I'm famous. People can look that up. I can't change it. Da, 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 da. And he's like, oh, yeah, good point. What if I guessed your PIN number, bitch? You little bald bitch. Joe's like, oh, that'd be crazy. And then he did it. And then after it was done, Joe's like, yeah, I don't like that. I feel weird about that. That's the vibe that I have with this whole thing, that this Perlman guy just happens to be finishing his magic trick for Trump and the first lady right when this fucking crazy person tries busting in to take him out, and it just happens to line up perfectly. I get the same vibe off of that. Like, that's weird. And, you know, I don't think it's a mentalist, like, trick. I think it's like a standard type of con trick where you have all this planned out ahead of time. You have all this info ahead of time, and then pretend it's just like a crazy thing that happens in the moment. This is the vibe I'm getting from this. It's not time travelers, guys. I'd like to think that it's time travelers. Okay? Look, and this is all really good. Who is even talking about Epstein right now? Nobody, okay? So this is working out just how they want to, I think. This is, to me, this looks like a fucking, some kind of, like a magic trick where it's crazy and it's like people want to believe it. But really, it's just cheap tricks. It's just having everything in place ahead of time and then looking like it's a crazy, spontaneous thing. You know? Typical magic trick, sleight of hand. I don't know, guys. All right, I'm Xing out all the tabs. We're getting out of here, lovers. I'll be back on tomorrow night. We've got fun stuff planned for the stream for this week. I've got all of my stuff pretty much lined up to cover that one vocalist that I told you guys I wanted to cover for one night. Talk to you guys and show the best live footage of this one artist who is definitely been appreciated by the mainstream, but not in the fashion that I think he should have been. So we're going to take a look at that sometime this week, probably Thursday or Friday or something. But yeah, guys, we'll see if anything else develops with this. I'm sure we'll be talking about it on here. Got a lot of other stuff to catch up with. I've got a bunch of stuff saved for us to get to for the stream. So stay tuned for this week, lovers. I'll see you guys tomorrow night around, what'll it be? 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Scott Starbird should be live before me around 6:15, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And might have _fat_pig doing the Pig Pen show at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time during the day. So you got your whole lineup there. And then also Alex Stein goes live around 11 o'clock over on the Real America's Voice channel. So there's your whole evening lineup, lovers. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. This has been Dark Times with your boy, your twink, Dark Match Steve. That's me, lovers. I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody take it easy. Mwah.